Alright, hello, and welcome to Naven Gaming. My name is Naven, and today we're going to be playing Fire Emblem Engage. This will be my first video ever to, well, in terms of playing, and recording myself doing it. Anyways, I'm going to just give you a buffer. I have never played any of the Fire Emblem games other than Three Houses. I have played Three Hopes, never really finished it. I started Three Hopes, got through a good, I think, a beginning chunk of it, but ultimately I kind of dropped it. And that's not necessarily, I think, the game's fault. It's just that I never got back to it. Anyways, so that being said, my only knowledge of the franchise is that there's Smash characters in this game and the toothpaste protagonist. I'm also not going to lie about another thing, and that's I did try to, well, record this previously, and I did not like the first one that I took. So this is my second time doing it, and so I've already seen like a good chunk of the first 2 hours of the game. So yeah, sorry to say that, but yeah, this is going to be mostly a blind playthrough because I have no idea what the hell to expect, and let's just get into it. Also, if you hear any noises in the background, I apologize. This is in my bedroom. I'm also still trying to figure out the right optimal audio settings. So there's that too. I'm also trying to figure out what kind of attitude to bring to recording. So yeah, if I'm not that entertaining, I'm also kind of flat in terms of tone. And I also tend to have a sarcastic wit. And sometimes I'm not even trying to be sarcastic, but sometimes I come off as being sarcastic, so don't take everything that I say too seriously. Anyways, the one thing I did notice when I started this game originally was that I liked the opening. The opening is great. I don't know if I should be talking over the opening, because maybe you guys will want to listen to it, but I'm sure everybody else has already just sat down and listened to it, so I'm just going to talk over it. Anyways, that being said, this game looks pretty amazing. I'm not sure what to expect from the story. The characters that I've seen in the first couple of hours were pretty good. I'm hoping that the story's going to be a little better than, well, than what they've done before. I mean, obviously. I'm more of a story-driven kind of gamer. I don't mind difficulty either. Originally, I was going to play this on hard difficulty, and I'm still going to do that.
Engage.
But I realized in the first 2 hours that I fucking sucked. So I'm not sure if I should try doing hard, but I feel like to be a real gamer, I should try to play the game on hard. And I was going to play it on classic. I originally thought that hard was going to be the normal of this game, and it likely is. I'm just dumb. I'm not a strategist kind of guy. We're going to be playing mostly RPGs on this channel. I just don't know. I just didn't know what to expect going into it, and I got creamed. I died twice in the first tutorial battle with our mother. So, there. That's something to expect. So, originally, I was going to play as the female protagonist, and I'm still thinking of doing exactly that. So we're going to go ahead and do that. I was also going to use my name, but I guess we'll keep Alir because, why not? I'm going to be referring to the protagonist as Alir anyways, so might as well just call them Alir. Is this name okay? Yes. Alright. And as for the month and date of birth, we'll do 125. Alright, difficulty select. For new and intermediate players, for experienced players. Now, I know I've watched some playthroughs of this game, so the reason why I chose hard originally was because I've watched people play this game already, and, you know, so before I even popped into this, and a lot of people were saying that normal was too easy. But they were probably just better strategists than I am, so hard to me felt like, well, it certainly is experienced. It is for the very experienced. I'm kidding. But no, on a serious note, though, it definitely gave me an experience. I'm hoping not to not to end up accidentally killing off too many characters in my first playthrough of this game. I'm gonna try really hard not to do that. Even if that means I have to play slow and safe. So I hope you don't mind. I'm still just trying to, and just until I get used to the ropes, I don't want to take too many risks. Because we are going to be playing classic mode. I like to play for the truest experience of a game. And a lot of people really appreciate the classic mode because it's the most authentic version of Fire Emblem. Because the entire series was built on that. And no online play. Start the game. So yeah, with all that little buffer out of the way, let's just go ahead and just settle in.
Almost time.
We can handle this.
I like how they introduce all the Smash characters first, because you know this is probably going to be a lot of people's first Fire Emblem. Well, that is if you didn't play 3 houses first, but that's fine.
Keep going! You can do this! Our final battle lies ahead.
I'm still impressed by the graphics. They really upped the graphics for this installment.
Now, it's time to engage. Let's go. One last battle and the war will be over. The others fought hard to clear a path for us. We can't let them down.
You're here, at your end. This place will be your tomb.
Is this... Yeah, this is in medias res. I was about to ask the same question I asked the first time I tried to do this. I'm still confused about the opening. Like, is this in the future? Is this in the past? The game never made this clear in the first 2 hours. I mean, I kind of felt like this is in the future, but...
I'll remain by your side.
To move, select your... Yeah. I'm also going to be changing the options, so that way I don't have to deal with this crap. Because while I do like this system, I like the point. I don't like direct. I like the point. So we're going to change it to cursor.
Alright.
Alright. Indeed. Let's go. Yep. Wait.
You have no hope of defeating me, not even with your emblem.
He's within reach now. We can strike.
To attack, move your units. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Obscurity.
To die here was
that how
ever
you say
your
that?
destiny. The rings are mine.
We are going to die.
It's time. Engage!
Alright. Yep, I know a thing or two about Engage.
Stay strong.
Alrighty.
The time has come.
Now, as one.
Emblem,
Engage!
This game is anime as fuck. I've also made this a point in my first video, but if anyone knows anything about weapons, I know Marth's weapon is called a falchion. It is not a falchion. It is not a real falchion, which I always think it's funny. It actually looks like a lightsaber.
We are now connected and can unleash a powerful attack.
Well, medieval fantasy looking lightsaber.
Together.
Okay. Yep, I'm aware of the attacks. Not this, this. Let's kill him.
my prayers are with you.
Alrighty.
Foolish. You have nothing to celebrate. You are weakness itself. You will never defeat me.
You look pretty defeated from where I'm standing. Did it in 3 turns. Yay!
Thanks to you, this world is saved. And my work here is complete.
Uh-huh.
Know that I will always be with you. And that we will stand together again, as we did this day.
You know it.
If ever we cross paths again, I hope you will remember me. Indeed, that you will remember all of us who took up arms to fight by your side.
They really like to use the heavy foreshadow in these kinds of stories.
The 12 emblems.
There's just no subtlety sometimes with JRPGs. Or should I say half the time? Alright, so here's my old save data. So yeah, you can tell I already put some hours into this. But yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and just save over it because I don't need this.
Where am I?
Huh?
Whoa. Tell me you're seeing this.
Hello there. And you are?
You're awake!
Huh?
You're really awake, yeah?
You're the divine dragon.
Yes?
No way!
No way. The divine dragon is finally awake!
Hey, hold on!
It's times like these that I'm glad I wear headphones. And I'm also doing this at night.
Calm down, you two. What's all of this ruckus about?
I'm the kind of person, chat. Well, well, the people watching this, I'm not streaming this, but I'm the kind of person who gets embarrassed around people who are more exuberant than I am. I mean, because I'm not a very exuberant person. I don't know. I mean, I'm kind of introverted. My aunt calls me the loner type. So, there you go. My family calls me the loner type. I don't really consider myself that much of a loner. I am kind of sociable, but I'm just it's to the degree and bare minimum of just, leaving a decent impression. So, I'm actually planning to use this channel as a means to better up my social skills in actual fact. So it's there you go. I hope you guys don't mind at all, and you just bear with it until I get a little used to this.
Huh?
Divine Dragon. It's a miracle. An utter miracle. The Divine One awake at long last.
Sorry, I was taking a sip there for a second. If you heard that. I mean that.
That I might live to see you standing before me. What an honor.
Not to be rude, but
Ah, apologies. I lost myself for a moment there.
Oh, I think I skipped that.
My name is Vander. I am the 32nd Steward of the Dragon.
Yep, 32nd. Meaning that there was at least 31 people before this.
hello, Sir Vander.
Oh, my Divine One! There is no need to address me as such. Simply Vander will do.
See? I told you the Divine Dragon was awake.
You didn't tell us anything. You and your twin over there just ran off screaming for the hills, just like, the Divine Dragon is finally awake. You didn't tell him shit. He came waltzing over, and the first thing he said is, what the hell is all this ruckus?
Yeah, we were telling the truth.
Yes, that's exactly what you did. You reported this to him. Definitely.
You two. I don't believe I got your names.
Oh, sorry. We were so excited we forgot to introduce ourselves.
Yep, it's not like your names are in a text bubble or anything. Definitely not.
We're the 33rd Stewards of the Dragon. My name's Clan. Pleased to meet you.
And I'm Fram. We're twins.
Well, I can definitely tell you that the cuteness factor in this game is certainly not diminished. I actually like the anime aesthetic. Some people think that it kind of homogenizes a lot of JRPGs, but I'm the kind of person who enjoys it. Especially when they're this detailed and they look this good. Like, some JRPGs do not do this aesthetic justice. This is one of the few where I can definitely say that I absolutely enjoy it. I feel like Code Vein was is a pretty close too, but Code Vein also has the uncanny valley of it being too realistic looking. Like, it looks like plastic models, essentially, on a 3D diorama. That's kind of how Code Vein gives me the vibe of. This actually looks good.
We've been waiting forever for you to wake up.
As Stewards of the Dragon, our mission is to protect and provide for you. Generation after generation of our predecessors waited for you to rise from your slumber.
Man, oh man. 1,000 years is quite a long time.
I'll admit, I am astonished to see it has finally happened. You see, 1,000 years have passed since the first steward took their post.
I kind of just spoiled that a few seconds earlier. Alright, but you can kind of guess that given that this is the 32nd steward and the 33rd stewards are right next to him. So, you can kind of get the sense of that. But yeah.
1,000 years? That's how long I've been asleep?
Indeed. Your mother, Lumera, the Divine Dragon Monarch, has long awaited this day. Finally, you, a Divine Dragon yourself, have awakened. This surely signifies great things.
It signifies a lot of things, but great is still yet to be decided.
Oh, slow down. This monarch you mentioned. She's my mother?
Did you notice those shadow effects, by the way? I love the shadow effects in this game. Like, I don't know if you guys know this, but when I play super realistic games, I'm so used to seeing the blocky-ass shadow effects that look so... Like, I'm so used to seeing the blocky shadow effects that when I see legitimately good shadow effects, it actually makes me stop and just kind of watch and admire for a second. Just like, whoa, that actually looked natural. And that's what these shadow effects do. They look actually natural. Whereas when I play a game like, say, my favorite game, The Witcher 3, it looks a little bizarre. A little bizarre. Anyways, moving on.
And I'm a divine dragon, you called it?
No, it's not like they haven't been screaming that name for like the longest time now.
Oh, dear. Is your memory hazy, Divine One?
1,000 years does... I'm not sure what 1,000 years would do to a person's memory, but can you imagine, and I mentioned this in my first video, but can you imagine sleeping for, like, say you're 21, and then you sleep for, like, 50 years? You just literally go to sleep, never wake up. You're in a comatose state for 50 years, and you wake up and you're like, the fuck happened? Like, can you imagine what sleeping for 50 years might do to a person? That'd just be insane. And I mean, they'd be 71 by that point, and that's just if it's that. It doesn't even have to be that long. It could be like even for 30. It's just like crazy. I can't even imagine what that would do to someone's mind.
I know my name, but that's about it.
You can't remember anything else?
Maybe you're just feeling groggy because of all that sleep.
I don't know about that.
But I don't even know who I am.
Fret not. Such lapses in memory are to be expected after sleeping for so long.
Yeah, your brain is so used to nothingness that all of your fucking neurons went to kaput. They just literally fizzled out from non-use.
If I may, you are a divine dragon, a member of a royal family of dragons revered as deities.
Which also, can we just get this like explanation out of the way? Like, I've seen the mother character in this game. I've seen Lumera, and I'm curious as to how dragons work in this world, because we're clearly very human right now, but clearly we're different from normal people, but we behave like normal people, and so I have questions.
Queen Lumera, the divine dragon monarch, rules over the holy land of Lethos. In the war 1,000 years ago, she defeated and imprisoned the wicked, fell dragon. You, Divine One, are her only child.
Only child?
The war? The fell dragon? Oh, I feel like I can almost remember, but...
Please, do not trouble yourself trying to bring it all back at once. Your memories will return in time. You are a being of immense power, a deity, no less.
I'm also gonna apologize if you guys can hear the button presses. My Nintendo Switch controller is very noisy.
I have heard many a tale of your kindness, nobility, and bravery.
That's a lot to live up to.
I should just put it on auto, just so that I can avoid that, but I'd rather just press it as I go. I'm so used to doing it that way. You know what my problem is that I have the mindset of, like, once I play through a segment once I play through it again, I just want to skip the dialogue just a little bit so I can get it going, but... You know what, I'll just put it on auto for this part.
For now, let us head to Lethos Castle. Queen Lumera will be thrilled to see you. Perhaps the reunion will help stir your memories.
I hope so.
Okay then. Onward and downward.
To Lethos Castle!
The art design of the world is fucking amazing, by the way. I said this in my last video
All this
too.
time, I've been sleeping in the sky?
You have, yes. The place where you slumbered is known as the Somniel, a fortress built upon an airborne island to ensure your safety. It is perhaps the most secure place in all of Helios. Only a select few can set foot there.
Oh, I see. And you three live there with me.
Yep. As stewards, we spend our time caring for you. And managing things around the Somniel. It's a sacred place, so we work as hard as we can to keep it shipshape.
Royal family members visit us all the time. Well, visit you, really. The Prince and Princess of Firene, a deeply religious country, visit especially often.
You know, that's actually kind of... I always question when they say a deeply religious country or anything that has to do with people. Because normally in video games, especially, and even some other forms of media, deeply religious does not equate to good thing. I'm sorry to say. Like, I know there's some nice religious people out there, but they're usually depicted in these games as being quite zealous. So, yeah. Let's just hope they're the good kind of religious people. And even if they are a bit zealous, they're not full of themselves, let's say. So, yeah. Got my fingers crossed.
They pray next to you, like this. Then they just talk for a while, like they're chatting to a friend.
I see. Thanks for filling me in, Fram. You too, Clan.
The Divine One said our names! And thanked us!
I think I'm going to faint! Unless I already did. Am I dreaming?
Need I remind you that you are in the presence of the Divine Dragon?
Let's just... I think it's perfect casting for Clan to have the voice actor for Midoriya from My Hero Academia. I think it's just perfect. Because he definitely gives off that same Midoriya energy. And while it's funny, I can't get it out of my mind. Every time I hear him talk, I'm like, calm down, Midoriya.
How many times must I tell you to behave in a manner befitting your station? Divine One, please, forgive this embarrassing breach of decorum.
Breach of decorum? I'm actually enjoying their enthusiasm.
You're just as kind-hearted as I always imagined.
Oh, look! There it is!
Lithos Castle. The Divine Dragon Monarch is there, you said?
Yes. I suppose 1,000 years have passed since you've been home.
Don't worry. We'll be right there with you.
You can hold my hand if you like.
It's a little forward, don't you think? Huh, Clan? You know, I've also mentioned this before, but I was questioning this... Well, not before as in my last video, but... How long have these two been sheltered up there? Because their behavior and mannerisms definitely do not equate to children who have been versed with the real world. Like, clearly they're so used to not having human contact that they're still behave like children. It's and of course I have no idea what their ages are. They could be 12, they could be 14, but not even 12 or 14-year-olds are this exuberant. They're so damn innocent that it's actually kind of it borders on being disgusting. For me anyway. Some people might find this endearing. I find it difficult a little bit.
Thank you. How long have I been wearing this ring? Since before I fell asleep? That blue stone. It reminds me of something.
What are those horrible things?
Vander, are creatures like that common around here?
They're not. I've never seen them. Nor have I heard of such monsters appearing in Lithos before. This is a land of peace.
Understood. Well?
Shall we fight them? As you wish, Divine One. You whose bravery knows no equal.
No, let's run.
Huh?
We haven't the slightest idea who they are, and we don't know how they came to be here. Also, they worry me for some reason. So, we run.
Well, did the Divine Dragon really command me to retreat?
Okay, get to safety.
We'll keep them distracted for you.
We're crushing a lot of dreams today.
Come back! Come back this instant!
Oh no!
This isn't looking good.
Well, if you cower like that...
Clan, Fram!
Hold on! We shall come to you!
Who let the children run off like this?
Xander!
Divine One, stay back. It's too dangerous.
Clan and Fram were trying to protect me. I have to help them. I take back what I said. This is no time to run. Please, let me fight.
All right, but stay on your guard.
I will.
I know, right? They're just too cute to die. You gotta protect the things that are cute. Victory, rout the enemy, defeat, Alir is defeated.
What are these creatures doing in Lethos? We had best use the foliage to take cover.
Yep, time to become the Bush Queen.
I've got this.
Oh, there we go. Smack. Miss. Alright, good start. Yep. Yep. Get him, Vander. Vander's gonna be clutch.
There are too many of them. Divine One, get out of here!
Fram, are you all right?
Plan, Fram, it's not safe for you here. Retreat to the castle. These enemies are formidable indeed. Divine One, please use a vulnerary if you are wounded.
If you are wounded. If anything, the children need it. Alrighty. Let's get this guy down.
This time, victory was mine.
Alright.
You called?
Let's take this guy down. He won't die by this attack, but... Oh, missed. Missed. Wow.
I gotta protect Fram. You rotten monsters don't scare me. Oh no!
Why are they so hell-bent on attacking the children? I would assume that their target is Alir.
I won't forget you.
Oh boy. Go get him, Vander. I hope you kill him. Nope. You're just gonna keep missing. Ah. Into the bushes, my bush queen. Why didn't you stay in the thicket? Alabaster duty. Nice.
More enemies.
They just keep coming.
I know.
All trying to protect me.
Yeah, it's unfortunate that they happen to spawn right there. If this wasn't a tutorial, that would be worst case scenario.
I should be protecting you. If only I could. Somehow.
Don't whisper in my ear, Marth.
You must remember.
Who said that? The ring.
Know that my strength can be yours.
I know that voice.
If ever we cross paths again, I hope you will remember me. Indeed, that you will remember all of us who took up arms to fight by your side.
The 12 emblems.
Divine One? Divine One! You mustn't do this alone!
Don't worry, please. I'm not alone. Help me. Lend me your strength in this fight. Shine on, Emblem of Beginnings!
This is getting pretty Sentai up in here.
I am known as Marth. Emblem Marth, to be clear.
They have to make sure you know that he is an emblem. I like this is supposed to be our epic moment, but we're kind of having a difficulty taking down just one of these assholes. There we go.
That was amazing!
We did it. Thanks for your help, Marth. Truly.
Of course. It is good to see you. I was able to answer your call because you remembered me.
Do my eyes deceive me? Or is that an emblem of legend?
Clan, Ram, get to safety, now!
Right!
With your help, Marth, we might just make it. Will you join us?
Of course. I will fight alongside you from here forward. Your ally until the very end.
Great. Just until I switch you out for a different emblem, right? I have no idea how these emblem rings are gonna work, but I'm assuming that we'll be able to switch them out with different emblem rings. Because from the sounds of it, in the beginning, when I was going through this in my last video, it sounded like only we are able to use the emblem rings. So it's debatable. Syncing with emblems. Yep. Yep. Okay. I'm pretty sure the game wants us to just engage right now. So why not just get it going?
Emblem engage.
Sweet. Alright. Let's see. Might as well go where everyone can see me, right? Let's use the rapier, because it's the stronger weapon. It's interesting that we don't get the falchion. I'm assuming that's something we get later.
I live to fight again.
She does 3 attacks with this damn thing. At least I don't have to worry about those damn kids. These damned kids. Alright, let's go ahead. Knock this guy out.
Your final moment.
Oh. Ooh, my first crit.
Always.
Literally, this is the first crit I've ever gotten in this game. Land a crit. Crits like that would have been nice in my first playthrough. My first run through of this beginning and half. Alright, let's just go ahead and finish him off. In fact, let's finish him off with a Lotus Star Rush. Is it a Lotus Star or a Lodestar Rush? Because I would think Lotus, if it was going to Lotus, it would be spelled with a T-U-S, not a D-E-S, but whatever. Level up. So far, we're just the Dragon Child in class. Level up, too. Grants avoidance. Yep. Stage clear. Wins. Turns 5. Okay, I winned in 5 turns. I winned it in 5 turns. Saving. Save your progress. I will save over my old saves. I don't need it.
Divine One. Vander. Thanks for saving us.
Yeah. And, sorry. This all happened because we ran ahead.
I'm the one who should apologize. You put yourselves in danger trying to protect me.
No.
It's such a relief you're both safe now.
No. We're not going to let this off. If this was me, I'd bonk them in the head. I absolutely would. I would not let this slide. I can't have my units going rogue, especially since I don't want no one to die in my playthrough. I will be very adamant about that.
Divine One, I hear more enemies approaching.
More? I thought we'd gotten them all.
Evidently not. These creatures, will there be no end to them?
Huh? There's
Cutscene.
more? And they've got a dragon?
I like how her first reaction is that it's their dragon, when that does not look like anything that evil people would use. Does that look like an evil dragon to you?
At last, you are awake.
Why is our mother so hot?
Is it really you? Yes, it's me. Thank you for saving us.
My oh my. Nope, just gonna let it go.
What a joy it is to see you. Huh? I've waited for so long.
Boy. Not only does she look good, but she's actually very loving, as a mother should. You have to just appreciate that there are some people in this world who have it a little too easy. Little too easy. Almost unfairly so. Some people are just like, you know, they are just lacking in confidence. But if I see them with a mother like this, I'm like, how the fuck could you be lacking in confidence when you have a mother that's this doting, but is also, that's this supportive, but is also this hot? Like, how could you possibly be lacking in confidence? I don't give a shit about none of this bullshit about how the beauty is in the eye of the beholder nonsense. All right. You got someone like this telling you that you're the best thing in the world. It's like, no. It's not even a debate at that point. You have to be the best thing in the world just because. Almost as if it's a direct challenge to your very being.
When I sensed you had awoken, I flew here as fast as my wings would carry me. I hope you're not hurt.
I'm fine.
What a relief. You cannot understand how I've missed you, my dear child.
Oh, you're my mother.
What's the matter? Don't tell me.
You know, I find it funny that even though we're playing with we have a choice of different gender different gender protagonists, that we don't actually get like, different gendered responses. Like, you think that'd be one of the benefit of actually having two gendered protagonists, is, literally, like, you could be referred to as a he or a she, is literally one of the choices. While we're also on the subject, I could have gone with the male protagonist, but the reason why I chose not to was mainly because, well, I'm not very taken with the male protagonist. Like, he's got the cooler drip by far, but the man, I mean, I have nothing against the voice actor. I don't think his voice actor is that great. I think that, especially with the kind of character that Alear is, I think that Alear's character definitely is much more beneficial as a female protagonist, especially given personality-wise that we've seen thus far, and from what I've seen in watching other people play this game, which is why I chose female Alear to begin with in my last video. But it's just like, I just think that the especially the voice actor, I think does a better, like, the female voice actor does a bit more of a better job in filling this role than the male voice actor does in the male lead's role. And that's not necessarily a knock to the voice actor. I just think that the female voice actor fits better. And that's just my opinion, you know? And you're all free to play as the male, you know, the main, you know, the male character of this story. I'm not saying that you shouldn't. I'm kind of getting lost in the proverbial soup here, but the point being is that the reason why I chose the female protagonist was because I just think it just suits better for the story and character, especially after playing it for like a couple of hours. So there you go.
Since awakening, the Divine One's memory is clouded.
I see.
I'm sorry. I'm sure you weren't expecting this.
No, I must apologize. I was so overcome with joy. I hugged you as hard as I could. I take this to mean you've forgotten everything. I suppose it's to be expected. 1,000 years is a very long time.
Vander explained that I've been sleeping since some war that happened back then.
Yes. You suffered a terrible wound. And because of that...
A wound? Well, I don't remember that. Or this world. Or anything.
Don't fret, young one. I will speak to you of all you've forgotten, regardless of what you remember. I'm simply glad to have you back, my dear child.
Still, this isn't the reunion you hoped for.
Oh, don't worry about me. It's solace enough just to hear that sweet voice of yours.
See, this is another part. If this was the male protagonist, alright, and she was saying this to the male protagonist, I would actually think, okay, that's a little too doting. That's just too much. But because we're playing as the female protagonist, this makes sense. This makes sense to me, because I mean, most women are just sponges, and okay, maybe I shouldn't say that, but I think that if you've been around women long enough, you would know that women are typically sponges when it comes to both compliments and also, you know, touching on their feelings a bit. And that's just a gross simplification. I'm not even trying to say anything or imply anything. I'm just saying most women tend to be a certain way. And this is just one of them. And this is just one of those things in behavior, personality-wise. Other than that, another thing that's also kind of curious is the hairstyle. I want to know who the father is in this story, because if Three Houses is anything to go by, which is my only reference point for this series, I'm expecting that the familial bonds that we have are going to play a part in this somehow. And the opening to this game also alludes that there's a darker version of Alear that we have yet to see, so yeah, all things considered, I'm a bit invested.
And to gaze once more into your eyes. What lovely colors they are.
Yeah, they're the same color as my hair. They're also different colors too. I got that, what do they call that? What do they call that? They call that, oh man, what was that? What was that two different eye color, that two ocular color thing called? I'm trying to remember. Yeah, I can't even think of it. Anyways, moving on. Exploration. After battle, you can explore the map freely and converse with your allies. Yes, yes, yes. Although I did not find items when I was exploring here. Maybe I will this time? Oh, there's a map. Okay, I did not realize there was a map. Oh, yep, there are items here. I missed this the first time around. I found nuts. Nut. Anyways, where's just a random chicken. Our protagonist even looks down at it. No, that's not a chicken. That's a pigeon. My bad. It's some kind of bird. Anyways, moving on. Nope. Am I missing something? Oh, there's something down here. Missing it. Oh, it's just the bird. Damn it. Alright.
Thank you.
I am so very, very happy to see you. It's like a dream. However, we had best not linger for too long. There may be more enemies lurking about. And in case you're wondering, no, I will not be voicing these characters. I will not be voice acting a role for these characters because I'm not... I don't know if you can tell, but I'm not exactly a very, a tonally inclined individual. It hardens me to see you and the Queen Lumera reunited at last. The memory loss may have come as a surprise, but she seems elated nonetheless.
So great!
You look so incredible on the battlefield. Of course you did. You're the Divine Dragon. But did you get injured at all? I hope not. If you need healing, though, I'm fantastic at it.
Amazing!
I was a bit worried, but we made it through. We're safe because of you, Divine One. Hey, what happened to that guy who popped out of your ring? Oh, he's just taking a dirt nap. Kidding. But no, he's taking a literal nap, I'm sure. Not sure how rings work in this world.
Let's head to the castle. Climb on my back.
But I'm assuming there's a limit to them. I'm pretty sure there must be.
We live on the continent of Elios, 4 realms surrounding a holy land at its center. Firene, kingdom of abundance. Brodia, kingdom of might. Elusia, kingdom of knowledge. Solm, queendom of freedom. The land of Lethos, home of divine dragons. And Gradlon, domain of the fell dragon, fallen to ruin.
I like how the dragons are symbolized as like the world serpent eating itself thing.
With the fell dragon.
That's not foreshadowing anything.
Heroes from other worlds to aid us. Heroes known as emblems. With them, the warriors of our nations fought as one. In the end, we were victorious in defeating and imprisoning the fell dragon.
I think you mean me. According to that image.
Since our world has been safe. But now, I sense a resurrection. The binding weakens. If his shadow stretches across the land again, then we must fight him anew, as we did in ages past. Fell Dragon, Sombron, must be stopped.
Fire Emblem Engage. I'm surprised that the voice doesn't distort at all in dragon form, but they're divinity, so I guess that makes sense in its own logic, maybe. Chapter 2, Queen Lumera.
Here we are. We are safe within these walls.
So this is Lethos Castle. It's beautiful.
I'm glad you think so.
And very barren.
Though you may not remember this place, I've long waited to welcome you back here. Welcome home.
I'm home?
Yes, you are. I feel overwhelmed with joy.
Well,
I may cry.
that funny gesture that Alira made was actually kind of cute. It's still cute the second time around.
Queen Lumera.
Vander. Clan. Frem. Thank you for all you've done. You are worthy stewards indeed. You and your predecessors, watching over my child all these years. I am ever so grateful.
You are too kind.
Yeah, it's awful nice of you to say that. I'm starting to feel woozy.
Oh yeah, go us! We just got praised by Queen Lumera herself!
Yep, this has been one hell of a day for these two. Literally come into my bed chamber one day, notice that I'm waking up. They get surprised. Not only do we wake up and we turn out to be pretty cool individuals. Well, pretty cool individual. I'm referring to the male protagonist in that sentiment for some reason. But anyways, yeah, not only that, but then they get saved by us. We awaken a emblem ring, so they get to witness an action spectacle. And also, now we meet Queen Lumera. We're in Lethos Castle, and we're being thanked. Well, they're being thanked by Queen Lumera herself. So yeah, it's it's got to be one hell of a day for them.
The happiness of this moment aside, I am troubled to see the corrupted here in Lethos.
The corrupted?
Those enemies you were fighting out on the grasslands.
Oh, I didn't like those things one bit. Just the sight of them made my blood run cold.
I kind of like the approach with this protagonist. It's not your typical protagonist. It's not like the silent protagonist type, like the instructor in Fire Emblem Three Houses. This is literally a character. But our character is literally, like, I don't know what to make of our character so far just yet, but they're clearly not the heroic type as the legends had embellished. They're clearly the very conventionally what's the word I'm trying to put it? They're the common sense type individual. They're very much they're conventionally. I just said it, damn it. Alright, moving on. My brain is not functioning.
Understandably so. The corrupted are corpses revived by an evil power. The Fell Dragon used them as his soldiers in the war. Before the start of that bitter conflict, Elios had known peace for eons. But then, a dark presence emerged. Sombron.
I guess it's conventionally common. Commonly sensical. Conventionally commonly sensical. That just sounds weird though. Anyways, alright, moving on.
Despite tireless searching, we could not determine where he'd come from, but seeing the destruction he wrought, there was no doubt of his evil intentions.
Ah, yes. I'm sure there were no doubts of his evil intentions. I'm sure whatever the hell he did must have proven it right there and then, whatever it was. I wonder what kind of destruction, all jokes aside. I mean, I'm trying to think of this Fell Dragon has it's no question that he has red hair and that it's a he. It's also no question that our mother has blue hair and it's a she. I mean, the obvious is there, but the implications of which is still yet to be decided. Like I would like to think that Lumera has at least a little bit of a standard and wouldn't just consummate a relationship with someone who looks like a foot. I'm just saying. I hope that guy looked a little different before he became the Fell Dragon. But, yeah. I can't imagine that she would ever settle for that. Even if he was all-powerful. I mean, come on.
Now the corrupted are spreading once more. This may be a sign of his return.
No.
I wonder if it is mere coincidence that you awakened as all this unfolds. If the Fell Dragon has been released, then we must prepare for battle.
I can't imagine fighting someone like that.
Worry not. I doubt he will attack anytime soon. This castle is filled with the spirits of divine dragons. The corrupted cannot enter it easily.
I want everyone to make a note of this. She says, the spirits of divine dragons. Dragons. As if there are more than just the two of us. I'm just saying. That's just a random thing to throw in there. And it's very specific. Very specific terminology. You have to read in between the lines, especially when you have no idea what the hell is going on.
Let us devise a plan now, while we have the opportunity. Emblem Marth.
It's been quite some time, Lumera.
That it has. Thank you for lending your aid against the corrupted.
And while we're on the subject, Marth, why don't you do some filling in about our personal history, since you seem to still have all your memories intact, because I don't think we're ever going to know anything about our past unless you tell us directly. But knowing how these games go, I seriously doubt that that's ever going to be a conversational topic. I have a sneaking suspicion they just wouldn't hand it to you on a silver platter like that, even though it's very obvious that the first thing you would want to do is be like, okay, Marth, since you've been with me for so long, tell me, what the hell am I, who the hell was I before I fell asleep? You would think. But no. We have a game to play. And we have twists to undergo. So, yeah.
You're welcome. But of course, I could help only because your child remembered me. You know, it is possible the others are awake now, just as I am.
Perhaps you are right.
Sorry, but what do you mean? Who's awake?
There is something I should show you. Follow me.
What is this place?
Nice room.
This is the Ring Vault. It is where the Emblem rings are enshrined.
Nice vault.
Those of the Holy Knight, of the Sage Lord, and of the Azure Twins rest here.
I don't know who the hell those people are, but they sound pretty epic. They must have been the protagonists of their own series, I can only imagine.
As well as the Ring of the Princess Exalt. And finally, the Ring of the Instructor.
Yep, that can't be anyone specific. Nope, that can't be anyone specific at all. Definitely not Byleth from Three Houses. Hell no. Can't be that. Ring of Instructor? Dah.
Each dwells within an emblem ring, as Marth resides in the Ring of the Hero King.
So, counting Marth, there are 6 emblem rings. Wow.
In fact, there are 12. 6 here, and 6 entrusted to the other countries.
That's smart. And as she's going to elaborate further, it was actually pretty wise.
As a precautionary measure.
What do you mean?
The emblems grant world-altering power to whoever has all 12 rings. For generations, the divine dragons used this power to ensure peace and prosperity in Elios. Indeed, that was how we locked away the Fell Dragon. But many have sought to steal the rings, and use them for their own nefarious purposes.
Which is why they're scattered all over the continent, not just stored here.
Precisely. The rings offer their power but once every 1,000 years, at which time the divine dragon travels across Elios to collect them from each nation's ruler.
I just realized something interesting there. It's funny. The Fell Dragon is about to be resurrected once more after 1,000 years, and after another 1,000, and also after 1,000 years, we happen to wake up at the same time, and also apparently it's tradition to go waltzing around collecting all the rings in order to use the godlike power to essentially, well, as she puts it, the rings offer their power but once every 1,000 years, which is why they're scattered all over at which time the dragon travels to Elios to collect them from each nation's ruler. Alright, so she hasn't exactly elaborated onto the reasons why, but...
With 1,000 years having passed since last time, I was planning to carry out this ritual soon.
What is this ritual? Because what does this ritual do? Like, what's the purpose of the ritual? That's the one thing I never questioned in my first playthrough was, what is the purpose of this ritual?
But if the fell dragon is after the rings, the emblems may be summoned before I arrive.
That also leads up to an interesting question. Actually, no, I'll wait on that for a moment.
Summoned?
It is how one calls for an emblem from a ring, just as you did earlier with Marth. Only those with royal dragon blood are capable of summoning. That includes you, my child.
So yeah, implication here, we're the only ones who can use the emblem rings.
Oh, you must be talking about the phrase that popped into my head.
An invocation, you mean? What was it?
Shine on, emblem of beginnings. I wasn't even thinking about it. The words just fell from my mouth.
That was how you summoned Marth. What was your focus? Your intention when you spoke those words?
I wanted to help Clan and Fram. I didn't want to lose them. I wanted to protect them.
Your focus was on helping others. Remember that intention whenever you summon emblems. Not to keep the power for yourself. Understand? To borrow, so you may protect others.
See, that's also another interesting tidbit. So, I don't know how emblem rings work, and I'm assuming we're never going to get the lore for that. But, essentially, these emblem rings are heroes from other worlds, i.e. they're from other Fire Emblem games. So that also begs the question, is this world like The Witcher 3, well, The Witcher series world, where the world of this Fire Emblem game is essentially like smack dab between a conjunction of different universes, dimensions, and world lines, where everything converges to this one singular point, and thus these heroes' spirits can then sift through whatever void they go through and then end up on this planet as rings? Like, how does this work? Also, can we also get another question answered as, what does she mean by this? Because the implication that I'm getting here is that there's definitely something... Because you would think that when she says that it's important to have the focus be on helping others, it feels like she's saying this to us specifically. Because it's clear that it's necessary that you have a focus to summon them, and that you need a focus to summon them, or at least summon them efficiently, or use them even efficiently. But it also seems like it's very clear to me that depending on the reason and the motivation for summoning them, as well as the emotion felt in that moment, could result in a specific way that they are summoned. It could cause a different sort of thing to... It could bring out something else too. Like, it could create a different problem or something. I don't know. It's but I think she's generally saying this because, you know, as it's been alluded to in the opening, there's something about our protagonist that has yet to be addressed. And I'm looking forward to see what that is, because, you know, I don't know what the other Fire Emblem games are like, but I wouldn't mind a darker Fire Emblem story at some point. I know these games, I know JRPGs in particular like to be, sort of like hopefully optimistic feel-good stories about friendship overcoming everything and all that stuff, but a dark story every once in a while does stand out, and it is appreciated. And I hope that we get more less conventional stories coming out of Japanese media, because I just, I like a bit of spice in my entertainment.
I understand.
Now, why don't we try a practice battle? You must be a little rusty after all these years. How about we train here? You will be the one fighting. The emblem lends you their strength. You need to train your body and mind to unleash an emblem's full power. Vander, Clan, Frem, you will be aiding my child in this battle. Against me.
Oh boy. Here's to not getting creamed this time around. Oh god. I died twice in this one tutorial battle. It took me 30 minutes at least to beat. Here's to hoping we get through this part.
Queen Lumera, even in a practice battle, I could not turn my weapon on you.
Oh, Vander, please do put your heart into it. I know I will.
You know, that's almost flirty in a different context. It's almost flirty. I'm conflicted.
The corrupted! No, dear. Not at all. How could you think so? I made these opponents from plants and rocks.
It's interesting that she possesses a similar power to create familiar or thralls, but I still think the reaction to it is hilarious because they're clearly not the same, but it does, despite how funny it is, it does raise an interesting implication. Like, what separates our mother from the Fell Dragon? Not very much so far. Like, we know that she's considered divinity, but what is it about her that makes her so divine? Like, do we just accept her as divine because she's wise and she's been around for a long period of time and she wields great power? Or do we accept her as divinity because, well, she rules with secretly with an iron fist? You know, kind of no different than the what was it? I guess, what was her name again? It's the Saros chick from Three Houses. You know, the Archbishop. Like, I'm curious as to how her actual leadership is in this world, but that's just neither here or there. For now, let's move on.
Nevertheless, their abilities are the same. Drop your guard and you could be hurt.
Oh, they're really unsettling. Can we train with something else? They give me the chills.
Listen, you must push through your fear and face whatever opponent stands against you. Never run away. You are my child, the protector of all. The Divine Dragon.
Yes, indeed. And I'm glad it's funny that this is enough of a pep talk to get to get Alir to get their head in the game.
I understand.
The little determination. I also want to make another point, and that's these character models are so detailed. Like, even the iris has like little convulsions and like pulses in the art design of the eyes. Like, if you look close enough, you'll notice, and it's a nice detail. I like it. It actually makes you feel like these characters are actually alive.
Don't worry, Divine One. We'll back you up every step of the way.
Yeah, or what Fram said.
As loath as I am to battle against Queen Lumera, orders are orders. I pledge to bring us victory.
Thank you, everyone.
Now, let's begin.
Time to not die, please. At least the characters don't die, but if I die, it's over.
Be cautious, Divine One. Some of these enemies are carrying long-range weapons. Therefore, they can rain arrows upon us from afar.
Oh boy, oh boy. I'm aware. I'm aware, game. Okay.
See this enemy with the axe. Swords are strong against axes, axes against lances, and then lances against swords. If you outmatch your foe, you can break their fighting stance for an advantage in combat. Try it. Strike with your sword. After their stance is broken, they'll be open to further attack.
I kind of skipped that first initial dialogue, but that's because I just kind of want to get through this. But yeah, the triangle mechanic is back. The triangle weapon mechanic is back in this series. Apparently, I thought it was in 3 houses, but I haven't checked to confirm this, but I assumed that it was in 3 houses. But maybe it isn't. I just assumed it was, though, because I thought it was in there, but whatever. Let's go ahead and break this guy. Because according to some people, it isn't.
Well done. You see, swords are strong against axes. Always keep such weapon advantages in mind. Enemies can't counterattack while recovering their stance. A good time to finish them off.
And that's only for during the duration of the turn, mind you. As soon as the enemy phase begins, they're free to move as they see fit. Alright, so
Yes,
we'll
here.
just go ahead and run in and have, I'll just have Vander finish him off. Alright. Now I want to play this smart.
Hey, Divine One. I don't know if you knew this or not, but I can use magic. I'm good from near or far, even against well-protected enemies.
I'm aware of that, Midoriya. Let's do this. Let's see. I think I'll let you hang back a little bit, though, because, well, the obvious. I don't want you to get creamed right away.
The Divine One looked right at me! You know, I can do some mean healing with my staff. Not only that, I can take incoming hits for nearby allies. But it smarts when I do. Anyway, if you don't want to get hurt, or you need some patching up, just lean on me.
Yeah, except for the fact that, I mean, well, if the enemy can maneuver around to get to you, they're just gonna hurt you instead. And you are the weakest by far. I mean, probably not as weak as your brother. Okay, never mind. He has more health than you. You're pathetically weak. Despite being a pugilist, you are pathetically weak. Alright, I don't know where I want to move you, so you know what? I'm just gonna go ahead and move you down here and chain guard your brother. Let's do this. Sweet. Alright. Let's go ahead and get you in here. Wait, can I actually? No. Okay. You won't be able to move. Alright. Let's go ahead and heal Protag.
Yeah, that helps.
There we go. That way you get some experience. I'm also kind of surprised that spells and magic staves
I am
have
ready to
durability.
serve.
Well, no, actually, spells don't seem to have durability. Weapons don't seem to have durability, and neither do magic attacks. But apparently, healing staves do. That's kind of an odd choice. I don't want to just throw you right in the fucking thick of it. Oh, but you can literally kill him. Oh, I see. But you'll still take damage. All right. In that case, let's just go ahead and have the protagonist get a few licks in. Get him, Aaliyah. Get him. That wasn't enough to break the stance, but get him. Alright. Do I really want Vander to run up here right now? You know what? Why not? Get some licks in on the queen.
Queen Lumera, please forgive me for standing against you.
Vander, you are my child's knight. You must fill that role as best you can. Attack me with all your might.
Alright. Nothing happened. Basically, nothing happened. Okay. Alright, let's go ahead and get you in here. Actually, depending on how close you get, can I... Alright, yeah. He won't be able to attack if I'm this close. Gee.
Did you see that?
So yeah, as long as you're literally in their face, ranged enemies can't do shit. That's great.
There is no need to hold back, my child.
All right.
Nice. Alright, Vander, let's get some licks in before I literally... Now, I would have Alear do the final blow, just because, but I feel like that I want to give Fram the final blow here. Oh, wait a minute. On second thought, Fram, you could just go ahead and hang back and just heal the protagonist. Let's just have you heal the protagonist. You're clearly not going to be able to do shit. You may be a mystical pugilist, but you are the weakest DPS character I have ever seen. But I guess damage per second doesn't matter in a strategy game like this. Strategy RPG.
Lend me your strength.
Alright. Let's just freaking destroy you, shall we?
So sorry.
Give me my sword, mother.
Fantastic work. You fought together splendidly. Let's move on. Wait over there a moment.
I'm kind of a bit concerned about the social
All right.
aspects of this game.
If everyone is in position, we'll begin. This time, I will be more hands-on. I intend to fight as if in an actual battle. Furthermore, I'll be using this.
Is that the Ring of the Holy Knight?
Indeed it is. I'm inviting an old friend to join us.
Please, God. There he is, another falchion user. That is not a falchion.
I am Sigurd. If you require strength and swiftness, I am all too happy to oblige.
I can relate to Sigurd. He's got my personality type down packed. I'm not even kidding. He just sounds like me, but only he sounds cooler.
Emblem Sigurd. He looks like a strong opponent.
Well, I should probably say that he doesn't sound like me. He talks and behaves in a manner that is similar to mine.
Each emblem has their own abilities. When allied with them, you can call upon their unique powers and skills.
Whatever Sigurd's power is, it won't be the same as Marth's. We better keep our eyes open.
My rapier is effective against cavalry, like those enemies over there. Once we engage, you can use my weapon. Try it against that foe.
Sure thing, Marth. I'm aware. Alright. Yep. Alright. Let's go ahead and attack. because obviously that's what the game wants us to do. Guaranteed a hit. Love it. Love to see it. Alright. Alright, and since I know a little about how this battle's gonna go, I'm gonna go ahead and definitely split up the party like I did the first time I tried to do this. I just wasn't smart when I did it first time, so let's just go ahead and do exactly that. Alright, let's go ahead and give you the kill. Get him, Midoriya.
The strength of the stewards.
Hell yeah. Alright. Let's not go too far up. Let's actually set you up as bait. And Fram, you get to go over here, because I don't want you too far, but I also don't want you in striking distance. At least not too far into striking distance. I at least want you to be close. There we go. Dodge it. Damn it. That's why I put you in the thicket. Alright, alright. Let's try not to die. I don't think she needs a vulnerary just yet. She will need a vulnerary, but I don't think she needs it just yet. Okay, so first things first. Let's go ahead and just frickin' kill this dude.
I am the 32nd Steward of the Dragon.
Alright. Now, I'm going to use Fram.
You picked me!
No, yeah, let's just do it that way. Alright, so I'm going to use Fram to break this dude. Chick, whatever. Alright, and then I'm going to use Clan to... no. They're not going to finish the target. They're not going to be able to finish them. That's a disappointment. That's actually disappointing. They do 9 damage. They could... Ooh, physical is actually 13. They really could defeat Fram. Alright. Even if Fram gets KO'd, it's not like it's not like she's going to die. It is disappointing that I can't do anything about this, though. Alright. Yeah, let's do it. Alright. Let's just go ahead and have the protagonist move up, I guess. We'll have Alear move up. Alear... Actually, I don't want Alear to move up too far, because I know what she's going to do, and it's going to terrify the crap out of me, so I'm just going to have Alear just move up a square and just call it a day. Alright.
By the Divine Dragon's side, but I can't take anymore. Sorry, I've got to retreat.
Poor Fram got taken out. Alright. So, this archer is practically dead, so just finish it off. Alright, Clan's in a good position, so let's just move... Let's move Vander up a bit. In fact, let's move Vander up right here. Maybe. Actually, if I move him up here, I hope she's going to do the thing that she did before, which is zoom all the way to Vander and then move into this middle space here like she did the second time I tried to do this, so. But she could easily just as well as zoom up and hit Clan, so. Let's let's hope that this goes well. Actually, can I... Alright, maybe we can sandwich her here? No. No, let's just do it. Let's just try to do it this way. Okay. Alright, and then move Pro Tag here, because why not? She may also just run up and hit my protagonist first, but I'm sure Alir will be fine either way, but it's... I mean, I could bait her, though. You know what? I'm just gonna go ahead and leave Alir right here.
Your teamwork is inspiring. Now it's time for us to make our move. Come,
Sure it
Sid.
is. There she goes. Damn.
That was incredible.
Lord Sigurd is remarkably swift. Perhaps we should be grateful this is a mock battle.
Damn. My boy Vander is in deep shit right now. Alright. And for the purpose of just breaking her, let's just go ahead and attack her. Just for that purpose. Even if he dies, just to get this through. Okay. There was a possibility he could still miss, which is what I was concerned about more so. Alright, let's go ahead and... Oh, crap.
Emblem engage.
Oh, crap. If I engage right here... No, it's still not gonna help. Alright. Damn it. Okay. This was not the best. Maybe this positioning wasn't the best, but whatever. I was trying to be tactical about this. My tactics failed me. Alright, so Midoriya gets to take out the queen.
Queen Lumera, I don't want to attack you. Ugh, I feel dizzy.
Sharpen your focus, Clan, lest you miss. I'm so sorry. You've won. I'm proud to see you working together so well.
But at what cost? But at what cost? Seriously. You know what? I'm surprised they don't actually voice the leveling lines. MVP is Clan. Congratulations. Done in 7 turns.
Well fought, everyone. You bested Sigurd and me. That's quite the feat. There is much to improve upon, but this is a wonderful start. Great work.
Thank you.
I
Sure
can't
it is.
believe we had to fight against Queen Lumera.
You
Yeah,
died.
well, I can't believe we won.
Though you have only just awoken, your power seems to be growing already, Divine One.
I'd like for you to have this.
This is the sword you were using, isn't it?
Yes. An ancient blade that can be wielded only by divine dragons.
Why is it Nintendo makes the best looking swords? Why is it every iconic sword I've ever seen that looks cool as hell is always made by Nintendo? If it's not the damn Master Sword, it's a fucking falchion or some other stuff. It's like, come on. Why does Nintendo make such cool swords? It's just, it's not fair. If I were to write a story or create a project, and I wanted a character with a cool looking sword, or a sword that's actually really, or a sword that's typically made specifically for them, I would want to contact Nintendo artists.
It served me well for many years, but now it is yours. Consider it a prize for your victory today.
Thank you. Someday I'll prove that I'm worthy of this sword.
I have no doubt. Please, take this as well.
Is this another emblem ring?
No, it is purely ornamental. You see, before your slumber, I made you a promise.
What was it?
I said I'd give you a birthday present that suited you perfectly. I was working on it in private, but I was unable to finish it in time. That birthday has long since passed, but I would quite like to give you this gift now.
I'm sorry. I can't accept.
Why not?
That ring fulfills a promise you made me, right? But I don't remember that promise. It'd feel wrong accepting it. Like I was taking a present meant for someone else.
Another point why I also like the female protagonist more so than the male protagonist. She's far too considerate. A male protagonist that's this considerate would just be too nice. Almost ridiculously so. I just think it's more natural for a female protagonist to be this accommodating.
Please offer me this gift again once I've remembered everything.
Everything, you say? Did facing me in battle stir any recollections?
It didn't. I'm sorry.
You need not apologize. It doesn't matter what you can remember right now. I only hope that one day you will think of me as your mother, as you did 1,000 years ago.
I mean, that won't be too hard. I'm already getting mommy vibes from you, and on top of that, you've been pretty much solidified as mother since day one. It's like I can't even begin to even think of you as anything else. and if we were to remove the context of you being my mother entirely from this equation, my character's mother entirely from this equation, and I was playing as the male protagonist instead, it would be really hard to still not get those mommy vibes from you. You're like top-tier MILF material.
Forgive me. I was so thrilled to spend time with you again. I suppose I got a little carried away, didn't I?
No, it's all right.
I don't mean to put you on the spot. Perhaps we should call it a day, hmm? But let's agree to chat again in the morning. What do you say? Pinky promise?
All right.
What is this nonsense? This is about as far as I got in my last playthrough, so this is, from here on out, it's going to be new to me, but pinky promises? What the hell? Liberation attained. Alright, after I collect everything here, then it's on... Actually, what time... You know what? I'll do it. I'll go for 3 hours, just because I just want to see a little more. This is going to be mainly a 2-hour series, but I'm not going to... Map will make this easy, actually. This will be mainly a 2-hour episodic series. I just don't... I could do 3 hours, but I have other commitments, as you might imagine. So, this is just how it's going to be. At least for a long time. And I think that's fine. 2 hours is good. I think I'll be able to push it more on my weekends, which is not actually my weekends, but I got days where I could do it. Anyways, let's go ahead and Actually, I should probably talk to them first.
Please rest easy for today.
We'll chat in the morning. You could just say the rest of the line, you know?
Spectacular as ever.
You fought magnificently. Going forward, I will continue alongside you as your knight. That's an interesting choice of phrasing. Okay. Divine One, you look so amazing. I swear, I'm gonna get stronger too, especially for you. Great. I was hopeful, yeah? At least a little? I'm going to keep being helpful for you, Divine One. Nice. Great. So loyal. Everyone. Want to leave the area and start the next chapter? Yes, let's do it. Even if it goes over the 2-hour mark, I don't care.
How wonderful to see my child awake at last. Now we'll never have to be apart. There is so much to catch up on, so much to see and do together. We can chat for hours, take long walks, share meals, and then...
I was really hoping they were going to do this. I mentioned this in my last playthrough as well. But I really hope the parental figure lasts longer. I don't know what this series is typically like, but I hope the parental figure or mentor figure lasts a little longer than just... Because you know how these tropes are. It's either they're not here long enough to even be a footnote, or they're here just long enough to set themselves up as interesting characters, but then they die like midway through the story. Like, I don't know what it is with stories and having the dead parent cliche, but let's just kind of... Can we at least make this particular character just a little bit more than a footnote? Because this character's too good not to keep around.
If my child's memories are truly lost, I wonder...
Is this also the same kind of backdrop? Like, Fire Emblem Three Houses had, like, an artistic backdrop that was just, like, a giant void with, like, an art piece surrounding. And I wonder if this is the same thing.
Emblem Sigurd.
I am here.
Because you don't see these people's feet at all. They're not in a 3D background.
There's something I'd like to discuss with you.
At least it doesn't look all kaleidoscopy, I guess, like it did in Three Houses, because it's just like, wow, you could really see where they put all the budget.
Today certainly was eventful. Queen Lumera seems so kind and caring. I'm sure she was a wonderful mother. Oh, if only I could remember those days. I must have felt so lucky to be her child.
Maybe. You never know. She may just be nice to you right now, but then she's gonna come in with a band hammer and just gonna knock you a thing or knock some... Actually, I'm not sure. But anyways, I'm not sure where I was going with that. But anyways, yeah, you will never know. Chapter 3. Hostilities. Okay, so there's action in this chapter, as there typically would. I mean, plot has to happen at some point here. Oh.
Why are you here alone?
Okay.
What was that? Was that me?
Alright. Yeah, there's definitely some intrigue. I'm curious as to what our protagonist actually is. Because clearly we are divinity, but we're not sure to what extent that divinity goes, and we have no idea what we got from our other parent. Like, we're clearly dragons to some degree, but we have no idea to the fullest extent of our origins. Like, there is so many things that we don't know, and the fact that she was purely fucking red is concerning. So that leads me to believe the obvious question is also the obvious answer, which is we're clearly a spawn of the Fell Dragon, so obviously there's got to be something going on there, but yeah, it's debatable as to where this is gonna go. I'm also not sure what the hell that was, because we were even wearing black clothes and everything, so our clothes even changed depending on the nature of our character. So is there like two sides to us? Like, is there a murderous side, an evil side to us, and there's an innocent side? I've seen that. I haven't seen stuff like that in stories too much, so that'd be pretty interesting. But I'd also be curious as to, well, how they would write that, but whatever. Let's continue.
Are you all right? It looked as though you were having a bad dream.
I was. But yes, I'm all right. Were you here this whole time?
You were wearing my ring when you went to bed.
Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot to take it off.
What is that animation? It's adorable not to notice.
That's all right. Keep it on. Then if something happens, I will be able to help. Besides, after a millennium together, I would feel uncomfortable if we were separated now.
It's just how it is now.
Marth, what was I like?
Oh man, you're actually gonna ask?
You knew me back then. You must be able to tell me something.
Well, you were kind, as you are now. There's no need to remember everything at once.
Huh, that's sus. That's real sus, Marth. I saw that look. You can't hide shit from me. I can read this room. You know something that you clearly don't want to admit, and that's a particular problem right there. You better get to explain it at some point, because this is definitely going to be a problem if you don't.
Take your time. Ease back into your memories. Lumera advised that too, didn't she?
Yes, she did. Sorry. I don't mean to be impatient.
It's all right.
What was that?
I'm not sure. An enemy raid? We had best take a look. I'm worried about Lumera and the others.
Agreed.
An enemy raid. That'll be something. Oh, so it's always at 100 experience. The experience never goes higher.
Clan, Fran!
Oh, Divine One. Thank goodness you're safe.
What's happening? Tell me.
Some enemies busted right through the castle walls like paper. Suddenly, bam, they're here!
What's worse, they fought their way into the ring vault. If you ask me, they're trying to get their hands on the emblem rings.
Even as we speak, Queen Lumera is defending the vault. Quickly, we must fly to her aid.
Sounds like a plan. Follow me!
Alright. Let's get this shit on the road. Wait, why are we still using this basic bitch iron sword? Victory condition. Rout the enemy. Defeat condition. Alir is defeated. Enemy item drops. Item icons on enemies indicate that you can get something for defeating them. Items you can obtain will be highlighted in green in the enemy's inventory. So yeah, this is about as far as... We're literally officially past where I got. So... Alright, so at least... This looks interesting. Items you can obtain will be highlighted in the green in the enemy's inventory. Okay, so you can actually look at the enemy specifically to get details. Review information about a unit by selecting X. Okay. Check the details screen for information about weapons and skills. Return to battle by pressing B or X. Okay. Alright, so... Alright, cool. Alright. Oh, we're already charged. Fully. On engage power. Okay. Surprising. do we just want to engage right off the bat? I mean, there is some energy right here, so I don't see why not. Oh. Oh, we have flyers. Oh. 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 Let's see. We'll give him the options here. I think the obvious thing to do would be to have Protag go one way, and then have Vander go the other. Okay. I'm concerned, so let's go ahead and engage right off the bat, because I am not taking nothing to chance.
Lend me your strength.
Okay, let's go ahead and move you up to this guy. Attack. Let's see, do we want you to use... Liberation does decent damage, but I think you're better off with Rapier in this mode, clearly. Alright. Yep, let's do it. And at least the chance of being hit is... it's pretty much a guess. Alright. Now let's have Vander take, well... Let's have him take point in the Vanguard position, I guess. Alright, I don't want Fram going too far.
The Divine Dragon looked right at me.
But I also acknowledge that it would be very problematic to have her in literal harm's way, so I'm debating on how close I should make her in this combat scenario. I kind of don't know who they're going to attack, but I'm assuming that they're going to attack the weakest unit, so it's debatable what I should do here, but I kind of want to go over here and just kind of attack, kind of finish off this guy, but Wi-Fi connection lost. Okay. That doesn't matter to me. Alright, what do I do? Boy. If I move Clan here, he's gonna get attacked by the spear units, but if I move him over here, there's a chance he'll get attacked by that one spear unit. Ah, actually, I could move him here. But as soon as the turn ends, the spear unit will still be able to move, so... okay, this is debatable. So far, Vander hasn't taken any damage. Let's see. I'll go ahead and have him wait here.
Your steward's ready.
And then I'll move her behind him, and then have her chain guard Clan. Let's see how well this goes.
Stay back!
Nice. Nice. Alright, I'm getting the hang of this. Alright.
Cannot afford to lose.
Oh, some slight healing from attacks, too. Okay, here comes those Pegasus Knights.
There are too many of them. We'll never make it to the ring vault.
Through this door, right? Yes, this is the one.
Then let's go.
I hear voices.
Who the hell are these people?
Someone's coming.
Epic cutscene intro.
Made it. And not a moment too soon. The Crown Prince Alfred of Firenze is here to help. Let me at him.
Nice. the pretty boy showed up.
Prince Alfred of Firene, you said?
Could it be? Are you the Divine Dragon? You finally woke up?
I did, yes.
That's amazing! You know, I've waited ages for this to happen.
That's a reaction. I guess. Well, okay, so right off the bat I feel assuaged, I guess. I think is the word I want to use. He's definitely not the kind of they're definitely not the kind of zealots that I was hoping they would. This is good. I don't know, I can't say for the rest of them, but yay.
There's so much to talk about. Later, of course. After we've taken care of these scoundrels.
He's kind of like a fanboy. Alright, whatever.
Who are they, anyway?
We're not sure.
What is this voice actor?
Well, let's do this quickly. Pin down whoever's in charge and get some answers. Oh, these are my retainers, Etier and Boucheron. From now on, consider us at your disposal.
Is that the same voice actor for Yusuke Hanamura in Persona 3?
Lead the way, Divine One.
Yosuke, I mean.
Thank you for your help.
Alfred, Eddie, and Boucheron are joined your group. Sweet. Alright, so do I want Alir to finish this bastard off, or do I want her to focus on this Pegasus Knights here? The real question is, if I were to use a Lodestar Rush, could I... No, I won't attack further than that. Okay. In that case, I'll just... Let's see. I don't think... Swords aren't good against spears, right? Yeah, swords aren't good against spears, so this is kind of counterproductive here. So, let's just go ahead and finish this guy off. I don't know if this is a good idea, but let's just finish him off.
I live to fight again.
Oop, just bonked my, Sorry, I just bonked my microphone. Man, my level RNG is really good in this. Marth, level 3 bond. Great. Break defenses. If units attack breaks foe. If units attack breaks foe, unit makes an extra attack at 50% damage. Oh, that's actually useful. Hell yeah. Alright, I like that. That's a pretty good one. Alright, let's smash these Spear Pegasus units. Ooh! Ooh! Coming in clutch. Damn it, Vander, you're great. Alright.
For you, anything.
Let's get this, let's get Prince over here. Prince Alfred to take out this guy, or at least take him on. It's a she. Alright, alright.
It's an honor to meet you, Divine One. I'm Etier.
Sweet.
My arrows are perfect for knocking airborne enemies out of the sky.
Sweet.
With these muscles, I'll have those flyers dropping like flies.
Okay. Some weapons have icons to indicate that they are effective against certain types of foes. Such weapons inflict bonus damage to foes of the indicated types. I see, I see. So, yeah. I mean, I already knew that they would be weak against this particular unit, so... Actually, that unit is particularly weak. Let's take out this unit. She looks pretty cool. I will give her that. Let's see. Actually, can I zoom in? Is there a zooming function? There doesn't seem to be a zooming function. Unit details. Oh, here we go. Oh. View. Oh. Not bad. She's kind of cute, but also a bit brawny from the outline that I'm seeing. Ooh, wow, the armor designs are nice chrome-like. I like that. It also looks kind of funny because it's chrome-like, but it's fine. I like that kind of armor style anyways. It's...
Sorry, Divine One.
And not all the armor's like
I didn't
that.
have a chance to introduce myself. My name's Boucheron. If I'm near an enemy you're fighting, I can jump in and land another hit on them. Call on me if you need some extra oomph.
Oomph, he says. Backup units can add a chain attack to an ally's assault. They will join an ally's attack if they are in range. Oh, sweet. So, yeah, you surround an enemy, you can do a double attack. That's great. Alright, let's just have you move up. And have you just end that turn right there. Okay. Let's see. You're still out of range. But I'm gonna sandwich you here next to him. End your turn, and then I'm gonna move Fram right up behind Evander, and then can only use while. Oh, that's a crying shame. That actually sucks. Shit. Well, here's hoping that Midoriya doesn't. Oh, thank God. Oh. Oh. Oh, you can. Their stance can actually break. Oh, that makes. Yeah, that. Of course they do, because it's a lance type attacking a sword type. That makes sense. I'm just dumb. Like I said, I'm not a master strategist, so you're gonna witness a bit of dumb here and there. All right. So yeah, let's go ahead and have him make the first. Oh, wait a minute. No.
What's next?
What did we just learn? Let's do it. Huh? What? What's going on? Do I have to attack him after someone else attacks? I guess? I don't know. I'm confused. A little bit? Whatever. Let's do it. Oh, there we go. So yeah, it has to be after someone makes the initial attack. Okay. Alright, that makes more sense now. A little bit. It makes a little bit of sense. Shit, no. Okay. So we learned that Fram can still get fucking hit. So not good. So let's go ahead and move Fram and Midoriya out of the way a bit. And actually, you know what? I'll wait to move them until after we screw these people over. So I'll go ahead and have Alear finish off this guy. Actually, you know what? No. I'll have the bow user finish off this guy, because that's the smart decision. Smart. We want the smart decisions here. Don't be stupid. Okay.
I'll have to up my weights.
Alright. Oh, she lifts. The swole archer. Alright. So, let's go ahead and move Alear a little further up this way. And end the turn. And then we'll have the Prince Knight Alfred move up here. I think. I don't know. I kind of don't want to just throw him into the lion's den, but I guess we can have him at least in front a little bit, so that way he's at least going to potentially take up some of the damage. Alright, now that I got those two over there, I think it might be prudent to draw these two back just a little bit. Just a tad. Just so that way it's just out of harm's way.
Yeah, no problem.
Alright, and then let's have Fran take a vulnerary. Let's see, this seems good enough, so yeah. Alright. Fran, take a vulnerary before you fucking die. Please. Also, it's called a vulnerary. That's a mouthful. Oh yeah, if he had moved up here and gotten those knights involved, they would have all just bum rushed pro tag. So yeah, that was the smart choice. I made the smart move. Thank God. Alright. Now then. Let's have Vander roll up. I think. Maybe. Actually, no. Let's have Swole get over here. Because this guy's clearly bench pressing a lot. A lot. Have him make the first move. Broken. Alright. Alright, let's have her move up in here. Oh, she can't... Oh, she literally cannot fire at that guy from that range. Alright, that's awesome. That means other archers can't do that. Alright, let's have Prince Knight get a little further ahead, just so that way he can draw some of the aggro from the enemy units. Because I don't want him going too far ahead. I don't know how creamed he's going to get. So let's just go ahead and play this, again, safe. Alright, move her in his space. Go ahead and finish him off.
I'll take this!
Sweet.
I'll never yield.
Alright, now let's move Alir up into this space so we can get a charge and vulnerary. Awesome. Awesome. Alright. And get everyone moved up a bit. Vander. The twins. Everyone moved up.
Me? Okay.
Alright.
For Firene!
Ooh! Crit.
What a workout!
Nice one, Alfred. Here they come. They're all coming in. Alright. Let's see. Now would be a good time to engage again. Engaging is just too useful not to engage when you got it.
Emblem, engage.
Alright. Especially with the skills I'm getting. I mean, Christ. Sword's good against this type of enemy. So I definitely want to use Alir for this. Actually, you know what? I'll save that for a second. Well, actually... Yeah. Yeah, why not? Let's go ahead and move Alir up. Engage. There we go. And let's just have... Can Alir Lodestar rush this chick? Yes, she could, but it will not kill her. A shame. Alright, so let's use the rapier and just fucking demolish her. Alright, let's do it.
Who are you, and what do you want?
I am here to fight, not exchange words.
Alright, get creamed then. Oof. It's a shame because situations like this, I want Fran to be able to come in and heal. But if my plan goes well, I won't have to worry about it too hard. Alright, so first things first, I want to take this guy out. Alright, then I want to move this guy over here to finish.
That was good training.
Alright, move her up to take this guy out.
Looks like I broke him.
Alright. We now have Vander move between the pro tag and this person. No, wait. Because his weapon works well against... No. Actually, no, it doesn't. But he still would block, really. Yeah, why not? So let's just go ahead and move him there. He still can't get through, so we'll just go ahead and do this.
Let me help.
Sweet. Chain attack. Alright, got some licks in there. Here's the best part of my strategy. Just literally unload on this guy.
I have my orders. No one reaches the vault.
Too bad. Get magicked. Fireball. It's actually a chick, too.
You're not just any soldiers, are you?
No. You obtained a vulnerary. Alright. And now we end the turn by chain guarding for this guy. Because why not? Just because you broke him, that doesn't mean shit. Ah, so they can chain attack too. Alright, that's good to know. Enemies can chain attack as well. Alright.
I'll manage.
Just because I just like to overkill. Let's overkill the archer.
My prayers are with you. This is it. Not afford to lose.
Awesome. Level up. Lear and Marth's bond is now level 4. Jeez. Grants avoidance plus 50. Jeez. We're getting OP in this. Okay. So I'm just gonna go ahead and move Vander out of the way and let Fram get this kill, because Fram just, she needs the kill, man. She does. She absolutely does.
I'll take this.
He dodged it. That jerk. Alright. I mean, I haven't seen her level up once. MVP is Etia. Well, of course she is, because she took out all the Pegasus Knights.
Looks like we cleared the way. Let's get to the ring vault. Whoever it is you are, the rest of your forces have all been defeated.
That was quick.
So surrender now. If you refuse, I will stop you.
Yeah, I saw that coming. Also, we got a sorcerer child thing.
But how?
Do I detect a hint of fear? Of course I do.
Huh? Oh, cutscene.
Time to die.
Okay. What the hell?
Look out!
Oh man, they used that one dark magic spell, didn't they? What was it? The what was it? It started with a O. Or am I misremembering that?
Now, why don't you hand the rings over to me?
Leave here at once!
What? That's it? Wow. Got so easily disturbed. Just like, laser beam. I must retreat. Are we really doing this? Oh, come on.
No! Here, Queen Lumera! I'll fix you up!
Nice shot.
What's the matter? My staff isn't helping her. She's hurt really bad. And it's her divine dragon powers. They're almost totally wiped out.
How did you know that just from a basic healing spell?
Dragon, losing their power. It's the same as losing years of their life.
How the hell do you know that?
Thing is, there's no reason Queen Lumera should be drained like this. It doesn't make any sense.
33rd Steward's dragon.
Simple,
That
my
must be
young
it.
one. I gave my power unto you.
Oh.
Why? All the years you were sleeping, healing, I was transferring my divine dragon powers to you. I hoped it would be enough to bring you back to me someday. But now, it would seem that I am completely spent.
Wow. Now I really feel like shit, actually.
This is my fault. I did this. No, my dear. You have to push those thoughts away. There is nothing a mother wouldn't do to see life return again to her beloved child.
They're really trying to ham-fist this in, but it's actually working.
The ring of the Holy Night. I had so hoped to give you the ring I made as well. But that's not possible now. Listen to me, child. Those who invaded here, I sensed the power of the fell dragon within them. You must not allow them to capture any more of the rings. Please, I beg of you, gather together all 12 rings. And when your scattered memories return to you, you must fight on with the utmost divinity. I believe in you, my child.
I understand. I'll collect the rings. I swear to you. And I'll fight. I'll do whatever you want. But please, don't leave me. Mother!
Young one. How I've longed to hear you call me that. All of those years, I held out hope. My heart is fuller than you could ever know.
It can't end like this. You were going to give me that ring once my memories came back. You promised. And there are so many things you haven't told me yet.
This is a good point to kill her off now.
I did.
Oh boy.
There's still so much I wanted to say to you. Being your mother, becoming your mother has brought so much happiness into my life.
Okay.
I know. And I'm happy to be your child. In this moment, here and now, and 1,000 years ago. I am. Don't go. Stay with me until I remember again. Please, Mother, I need more time.
Oh, my sweet one. Now, let's make a promise. Mother and child. We'll make it a pinky promise.
Okay.
I swear to you, I'll be with you always and forever. And the ring, remember, once you've rested, we will talk. You and I.
This moment would have hit so much harder if she just died right as soon as she got done saying the earlier thing.
This simply cannot have happened. Queen Lumera.
The Divine Dragon Queen. She has left us.
Mother, please wake up. You promised you'd stay by my side. You have to keep your promise.
All right. Well, that's the end of that. That was great. If I had any criticism, it would be that they could have just left it at that. Like the moment she said all of that initial sappy stuff right after the first time I mentioned it, like that one point where I first said, okay, now's the point to kill her off. That was the point. That would have been the most optimal point to do it. But because they dragged it out for so long, it kind of loses its effect. I'm not trying to I'm not trying to, I'm not trying to overly nitpick too much. But as someone who I write stories myself, and I haven't published anything, but I do tend to write stories, I guess you could say, as a hobby right now. And one of the things that I always see in stories, especially nowadays, is that this kind of dying trope of just, they just continue to exasperate the dying aspect of a death, and it just kind of loses its grandeur after like a few minutes. So the faster you do it, the better. And at that moment, it would have been the most optimal time to do it, because it would have actually been like, damn, if only she could have kept going. If only she could have heard the last things that our protagonist was saying. But no, they kept dragging it out until they were satisfied, which is never a good use of of killing off a character. You want to know how to make a death very significant? It's when you build that character up to where that death becomes tragic, or you take them away immediately and then make the future events and stories that you hear about this particular character. Since we know nothing about our mother, the stories and things we would have heard and we would have found out later about our mother could have been used to make her death feel all the more like weighty. We could have not only felt bad that she died, but we could have really felt that loss in the sense that, wow, she was really important to us. She was literally the most supportive person. And we already got a hint of this, but they could have really hammered it home with like later story conventions that they could have introduced. There was different elements they could have introduced, and that would have made this moment so much better. I think JoJo's especially shows us that sometimes a lot less is far more impactful than, just drawing it out needlessly. I think we should change the way we do death in not only just games but in movies, people. Let's just make it a thing. Let's do it. Alrighty. Let's see. It's already 2:23. Let's see. I guess that's a good point to stop. Yeah, why not? It's a little over 2 hours, so let's just go ahead and do it here. All right. This is where we'll stop. So, yeah, thank you all so much for watching, and hopefully, I'll see you again in the next video. But yeah. This channel is going to be mainly RPGs, and a lot of RPGs, as well as survival horror. So, yeah. Hope to see you in the next video. Later.